What is that from? I mean, where have you had this this flair for references and then this way of layering?
That just comes from being Gen X, man. I mean, that was the whole thing about that generation, is the idea that the generation before us that lived through the 60s, they had the 60s, they had the accoutrement of the 60s, they had all that 60s music, and they looked down on the generation that grew up in the 60s, in the 70s. You didn't have any of that shit. You didn't have the music that we had. Well, maybe we didn't have the music you had. We had our music. But what we did have is we had television. We had the Saturday morning cartoons that we dug. We had Schoolhouse Rock. We had all the TV shows we liked. We had Speed Racer. We had all these kind of things. And they meant something to us. And, kids back then who, if their parents didn't let them watch TV at a certain point, well, the parents might have actually had the best intentions, but they were actually robbing their children of the pop cultural glue that's going to tie them to their generation when they get older. And so, we had the ABC movies of the week. I mean, we had all that stuff, and we had fucking great movies. If you were going out and seeing the movies of New Hollywood, we had all that. And so, when we got older, it was about talking about that stuff. That was what was worth talking about.